As dawn breaks across the heavens, the first light unfolds like the breath of eternity, sweeping through the clouds in golden waves that shimmer with divine promise. The air trembles softly, as though the sky itself is whispering a secret long forgotten by the world below. Upon the vast golden staircase that stretches upward beyond sight or reason, a young woman climbs the final step. She is 20 years old, though her spirit carries the weight of 1,000 lifetimes. Her feet are bare, her white dress torn and dusted by the ashes of her past. Yet in her eyes burns the fragile flame of hope, a light that refuses to die, no matter how dark the night behind her. The staircase glows beneath her, each step alive with a quiet radiance, as though remembering every soul that has ever ascended. Far below, the shadows churn, and the sound of distant storms echoes like the cries of the lost. From within those depths rises a presence, vast, ancient, and trembling with fury. The demon that has followed her for so long unfolds his dark wings. His form is neither beast nor man, but a shifting mass of shadow and sorrow, eyes burning with the cold fire of despair. He reaches upward, his voice like thunder rolling through the void. "You cannot rise," he hisses. "You are not worthy. You are mine." His words claw at her heart, echoing the same lies he has whispered since the beginning. Lies born of fear, of self-doubt, of all the moments she believed herself unlovable. She pauses, trembling, feeling the weight of every sin she ever thought unforgivable. Yet even in that trembling, she remembers the voice that once spoke peace into her soul, a voice gentle as breath, strong as creation. "You are loved." That memory, soft but eternal, guides her gaze upward. There at the top of the staircase stands Jesus. His robe is pure white, flowing like living light. His eyes hold the stillness of oceans before the wind, the calm of eternity before time began. Around him, the air glows with an almost unbearable brightness. Yet within that brilliance, there is mercy, tenderness, and understanding. He does not speak, he simply extends his hand. And in that gesture, the universe seems to pause. The girl's breath catches. For a moment, she sees everything: her life, her mistakes, her longing, her grief, all reflected in his eyes, yet transformed, made beautiful through compassion. She takes a step forward, and the golden staircase hums beneath her, resonating like a living harp. The demon below howls, his wings unraveling in agony. The light burns his form, and he collapses into mist, his power dissolving in the radiance of dawn. "You will fall," he cries, but his voice is already fading, swallowed by the growing brilliance. The girl hesitates only a heartbeat before placing her trembling hand into his. And the moment their hands meet, heaven opens. A surge of light, pure and boundless, floods the sky. It pours through every corner of creation, cascading over her body like liquid gold. Her white dress begins to glow from within, threads of divine fire weaving through the fabric. The golden staircase blazes brighter than the sun, every step becoming a note in the celestial song of redemption. The clouds swirl around them in radiant spirals, forming halos that pulse with the rhythm of eternity. The light is not just around her, it is within her, consuming every shadow, every fear, every sorrow that ever clung to her soul. She gasps, but the gasp turns into laughter, and the laughter into tears. Not tears of pain, but of release. The weight of centuries lifts from her shoulders, and she feels herself becoming light itself. Jesus draws her gently forward. His voice when he speaks is softer than sound, yet it echoes through her being. "Child, you have walked through darkness to remember the light." Her lips tremble. "I was afraid," she whispers. "I thought I would never be enough." His eyes shine with infinite love. "You were enough before you began." The words strike her heart like truth remembered, not learned. She falls to her knees, overcome. The light envelops her completely now, and she feels her soul unfolding like a flower in eternal morning. Around them, the sky bursts into song. Thousands of unseen voices rise in harmony, angels rejoicing, creation awakening, every note a testament to the triumph of love over fear. The demon's shadow vanishes entirely, drawn into the infinite compassion that now fills everything. There is no battle cry, no violence, only the quiet, irresistible victory of grace. The girl lifts her face, radiant with wonder. "Is this heaven?" she asks. Jesus smiles, and the light deepens around him. "Heaven," he says, "is not above you but within you. It is the place where love remembers itself." She closes her eyes, and for the first time, there is no distance between her and peace. She feels the heartbeat of creation, steady and tender, echoing through her chest. She feels the memory of every tear she ever cried being rewritten into light. Every wound becomes a window, every scar a song. The staircase that once rose so steeply now dissolves into the air, melting into beams that circle them like living fire. The golden light seeps into her skin, her soul, her breath. She is no longer the girl who climbed. She is the light that climbs, the prayer made flesh. And Jesus stands before her, not as something separate, but as the mirror of what she has always been, beloved, eternal, whole. The dawn stretches wider across the heavens, turning the mists below into rivers of gold. The storms that once raged now glow softly, transformed into quiet seas. The voices of despair have become distant, replaced by the hum of creation at peace. Far above, the clouds form radiant spirals, shimmering like the breath of angels. The air is alive, shimmering with joy, with memory, with the music of homecoming. Jesus looks into her eyes, and what passes between them is not speech, but knowing, the deep, wordless recognition of two flames that have always belonged to the same fire. Then he says, "Go now and carry what you have seen. Let your light touch the world." The girl bows her head. "Will I see you again?" He touches her brow, his fingers warm with the pulse of divinity. "I am with you always," he says, "in every dawn, in every heart that dares to hope." The light around them begins to soften, folding gently like the wings of rest. The girl finds herself standing once more upon solid earth. The staircase is gone, but its golden reflection still glows faintly in the morning sky. The world around her is transformed, not by change, but by revelation. The trees seem to breathe, the air hums with hidden grace, and the earth beneath her feet feels alive with quiet holiness. She takes a breath and feels eternity in it. Every heartbeat is a prayer now, every step a hymn. She looks down at her hands, and though they are ordinary, they carry the faint shimmer of the divine. The memory of his touch remains, warm, unending, real. She begins to walk. In the distance, she sees others, souls lost, weary, still climbing their unseen stairs. Some stumble, some cry, some stand frozen in fear. She moves toward them, her footsteps light, her presence calm. When she reaches one who has fallen, she kneels and lifts them gently. Her words are few, but her eyes hold the same kindness she once saw in his. Through her, his light continues. Through her, his victory endures. As she walks, the dawn deepens. The clouds above still swirl in silent celebration, glowing with the remembrance of what has been redeemed. The wind carries faint echoes of the celestial hymn that once shook the heavens, a melody so soft it might be mistaken for the rustle of morning leaves. Yet those who listen with the heart can hear it clearly. The song of salvation, of love triumphant, of light eternal. Somewhere far beyond sight, Jesus stands upon the mountain of light, watching with a gaze that spans all things. His robe gleams with the same radiance that now lives in her soul. He does not need to speak. The world itself speaks for him. The sun rises higher, scattering gold across the sky, and for a fleeting instant, the boundary between heaven and earth vanishes. The girl stops and looks upward. The warmth of the sun feels like his hand. The light in her eyes reflects the infinite. And though no one around her can see what she sees, she knows the truth beyond all doubt. The climb was never only hers, it was every soul's journey back to the heart of God. The golden staircase still exists, not in the sky, but within every being who dares to rise beyond despair. Every act of love builds another step, every forgiveness, another light. The demon's shadow may whisper still in the corners of human hearts, but its power is broken, undone by the simple, eternal gesture of a hand extended in compassion. And as the day unfolds in glory, the song continues, a hymn older than time, the quiet music of redemption itself. Jesus stands in radiant peace at the heart of that light, arms open wide, forever waiting, forever welcoming. The girl walks onward through the world, carrying dawn wherever she goes. And in every sunrise, in every act of love, in every trembling soul that finds the courage to reach upward, the heavens break open once more. The clouds swirl in radiant patterns, the light gathers like breath, and the eternal moment repeats. The hand of God extended, the soul ascending, the victory of love over all that fades.